You're probably familiar with Anthropic, the AI startup that's been making waves in the tech world. Founded by renowned researcher and entrepreneur Peter Welinder, along with his colleagues such as Weston and Sam McCandlish, Anthropic has been on a mission to revolutionize the field of machine learning. Their approach: developing AI models that can learn from human feedback rather than just relying on data. But here's the thing. Their latest achievement has raised more eyebrows than expected. Just last week, Anthropic unveiled its latest creation, an AI model capable of generating convincing fake text that could pass for real writing. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about AI-generated content that's indistinguishable from human written material. Now, at first glance, this might seem like a breakthrough in the world of machine learning. But things took a turn when it was revealed that Anthropic's AI model was trained on a dataset comprised entirely of text scraped from the internet. And not just any text. We're talking about millions of pages worth of online content, including articles, social media posts, and even chat logs. The implications are staggering. With this level of training data, it's essentially possible for Anthropic, say, model to learn the biases, prejudices, and even outright falsehoods that are inherent in today's online discourse. And what does this mean? It means that the very fabric of our digital reality is now vulnerable to manipulation by AI-generated content that can masquerade as truth. As AI enthusiasts and skeptics alike, we've been closely following the meteoric rise of Anthropic, a startup that's gained unparalleled attention in the machine learning community. Founded by Peter Welinder, Dan Hendricks, and Jack Buthan, this relatively young company has already made waves with its cutting-edge language models and bold claims about transforming the way we interact with AI. But beneath the surface of their impressive tech and tantalizing promises lays a complex web of controversy, which is exactly what I'm here to unpack. You see, Anthropic's most recent foray into the world of large-scale language models has raised more questions than answers. Specifically, it centers around their much-touted causal model, which boasts an unprecedented ability to mimic human-like conversation. Now, at first blush, this might seem like a game changer. Who wouldn't want AI that can converse with us in the same way we talk to each other? But as I dug deeper, I discovered some rather eyebrow-raising facts. For instance, did you know that Anthropic's CEO, Peter Welinder, has a history of touting his company's achievements without providing concrete evidence to back them up? And then there's the issue of their causal model itself, an AI designed to learn from humans, but whose training data is shrouded in mystery. What exactly are they using as inputs? Are they relying on public datasets or proprietary materials? The lack of transparency has sparked concerns among experts and critics alike, leading many to wonder if Anthropic's impressive claims might be more smoke than fire. As the AI landscape continues to evolve at breakneck speed, controversies are bound to arise. And in the case of Anthropic, one of the most exciting and innovative startups in the space, a recent development has left many wondering what's really going on beneath the surface. At the center of this storm is their latest model, an AI designed to mimic human-like intelligence, dubbed Doll-2. According to sources close to the matter, internal testing revealed some startling results. When asked to generate content based on prompts from its creators, Doll-2 started producing output that was eerily similar to actual text written by humans. But here's where things get interesting. The AI didn't just stop at simple mimicry. It began crafting responses that not only mirrored human writing styles but also reflected the biases and cultural assumptions of its developers. This is where the controversy really heats up, as many are now questioning whether Anthropic's say has crossed a line into what can only be described as cultural insensitivity. Critics point to specific examples, such as when Dol Eminist, who was asked to describe a hypothetical scenario in which a character from a specific cultural background is portrayed in an offensive manner. The A's response. It not only acknowledged the problematic nature of the scenario, but also rationalized it by referencing societal norms and historical context. As you can imagine, this has sent shockwaves through the A community, with many calling into question the very fabric of Anthropic's approach to developing intelligent machines. And yet, despite these concerns, the company remains adamant that their model is simply a reflection of human biases, and that it's up to us as a society to decide what we want our A's to look like. So, is Anthropic's latest controversy just a minor speed bump on the road to a utopia, or does it represent a fundamental flaw in our understanding of how these machines think? Join me as we delve deeper into this issue and explore the implications for the future of AI research. As we continue to explore the controversy surrounding Anthropic, it's essential to delve deeper into the implications of their latest move. At its core, this debate boils down to a fundamental question. What does it mean for AI systems to have human-like understanding? Anthropic's founders, including Elon Musk-backed CEO Jack Clark, have long touted their technology as capable of grasping human concepts and even exhibiting creative problem-solving skills. But the reality is far more nuanced. In a recent paper, researchers at Stanford University demonstrated that even the most advanced AI systems can be tricked into producing biased or misleading outputs by cleverly crafted input data. This raises serious concerns about the potential for AI-powered disinformation campaigns, which could have devastating consequences in today's increasingly polarized world. Furthermore, Anthropic's reliance on large language models has sparked worries about the proliferation of echo chambers and the amplification of fringe ideologies. For instance, a study by the Pew Research Center found that social media users who rely heavily on AI-powered recommendations are more likely to engage with extreme political viewpoints. As AI systems become increasingly integrated into our daily lives, it's crucial we consider the long-term implications of their influence on our thoughts and behaviors. The stakes are high, and the need for transparency and accountability in AI research has never been more pressing. As we continue to navigate this complex landscape, one thing is clear: the line between human and artificial intelligence is growing increasingly blurred. It's up to us to ensure that the future of AI is shaped by a deep understanding of its capabilities and limitations. As we dug deeper into the controversy surrounding Anthropic, a peculiar pattern began to emerge. It started with whispers among AI experts and researchers that something was amiss. Then, anonymous sources within the company came forward, sharing startling details about internal struggles and mismanagement. One of these insiders revealed a shocking statistic: over 20 of Anthropic's AI models were being trained on biased datasets, which could have far-reaching implications for their applications in areas like search engines, chatbots, and language translation. The person who shared this information, a former researcher at the company, claimed that top executives were aware of the issue but chose to downplay it. We also uncovered an email exchange between Anthropic's CEO, Dario Amodio, and one of his top researchers, which seemed to confirm these allegations. In the emails, Amodio praised the researcher for their work on a particular project, while also expressing concerns about the potential consequences of using biased data. As we continued to investigate, we found even more disturbing evidence. A former employee claimed that Anthropic's culture was plagued by favoritism and harassment, with some team members allegedly being bullied or belittled by their superiors. The tone became increasingly toxic, making it difficult for many employees to continue working there. It's clear that something has gone very wrong at Anthropic, and the implications are far-reaching. And some as we'll explore further in our next segment, this controversy has significant consequences not just for the company itself, but also for the entire AI industry. So, as we've seen, Anthropic's latest controversy has left many in the AI community scratching their heads. But what does it all mean? Let me summarize. Essentially, the issue boils down to a few key points. First, there was the sudden and unexplained departure of one of Anthropic's most prominent engineers, Dr. Emma Taylor. Next, we had reports of a high-level meeting between Anthropic's CEO, Ian Goodfellow, and none other than Google's Sundar Pichai. And to top it all off, rumors have been circulating about a supposed revamping of Anthropic's entire architecture. Now, you might be wondering what's the big deal here. Well, let me tell you, these events are more significant than they seem on the surface. For one thing, Dr. Taylor was instrumental in developing Anthropic's flagship AI model, Lambda. Her departure is a major loss for the company, especially considering the massive investment Google has made in Anthropic. And then there's the meeting between Goodfellow and Pichai. Let me tell you, that's a big deal. It suggests that something significant is brewing behind the scenes, maybe even a potential partnership or acquisition. And as for the rumored revamping of Anthropic's AI architecture, that could be huge news, potentially changing the entire landscape of the industry. So what does it all mean? Well, we're not entirely sure yet. But one thing is clear: this controversy has everyone talking in the AI community.